Adam Carolla Show, where we're breaking down the game film of another episode of PBS's Huell Howser.
The turkeys are here for a reason, to help reenact history.
And we're getting a little help from comedian Dana Gould.
This is amazing.
On the Adam Carolla Show.
Dana Gould can be found at the Helium Comedy Club in Philadelphia this Thursday. And look, even if that's not part of your plans, hightail it out to Philly and check out Dana Gould.
Let me tell you something. Philly in mid-January.
Beautiful.
God's country.
That's right. Pack your short sleeves and your huaraches. This Thursday.
The timeless combination of dirty snow and loneliness.
That'll be Dana Gould at the Helium Comedy Club Thursday through Saturday. HeliumComedy.com is where you go. Also, he'll be at the Meltdown Gallery on Sunset Boulevard January 25th.
There's a Meltdown Gallery?
Yep. Right in the back.
Let's get back to Huell. Huell is on the road. He's on the El Camino Road. Southern California, it's one of these things. We have missions all over here. And I'm an atheist, but I remember a few years ago they wanted the cross taken off the crest, the official seal for Los Angeles. And I was like, well, that's part of our history. And I'm an atheist, but I don't care if it's on the coffee mug of the chick at the DMV because it's part of this city and this state's history. So there were all these missions, and I guess the monks just walked from mission to mission. That had to suck. Yeah. Sandals, you know what I mean? No Reeboks back then, no New Balance, just sandals, and you're wearing a filthy robe. And you just walk. Imagine what you smelled like after you walked from L.A. to San Francisco.
And when you had to make a nature stop, you had to high up that robe and just drop it back down like the curtains at a theater.
The show is over. The Dookie has left the building.
Exactly.
All right, so Huell continues his journey to find California's gold.
And what's this one right here? This is a big one here.
This is a bell of the copy of the one that is in the Dominguez Ranch in Los Angeles area, the Dominguez Ranch area.
And what is this one right here?
This is a Santa Maria bell.
And what are these?
These are...
Would people buy something like this and put it in their home?
Absolutely. These represent the various missions. The San Gabriel.
Oh, each one has a different name on it.
Each one has a name and a date on it.
I got a mission, Huell. Quality programming. How about that for a mission? You don't have to walk to it. You just get a camera and some writers and a script. He is amazed. It's really like he was born yesterday into a 6'5" adult body.
He doesn't discern between things that's astounding. He could see a flying saucer. There's a giant silver disc coming down out of the sky, and behind it is a cloud that looks like a hammer. I can't believe
right.
it.
Huell has the exact same thing.
Yes.
If he saw the Hindenburg crash, it'd be the exact same thing as if you produced cherry lip balm for him. If I pulled out a cherry chapstick, it would be, hey, Huell, look at what I got, chapstick.
Oh my God, it's red, and I guess that's charred human flesh. I'm not sure, but look at, and that man's in a blue tie. Look at that.
Wonder and amazement. Yep. We make fun, but we're secretly jealous.
He's like a giant 4-year-old.
Yeah, he sees everything through new eyes.
He's the world's biggest toddler.
Baby Huell. All right, now
that's professional comedy right there.
He's going to the bell factory to find out how and by the way, how many parts in a bell? Do you really need to know how a bell is made? The things that are made that have zero moving parts, like you finding out, hey, we're going to go to a coffee mug factory to get a peek behind the curtain of the mystery known as, no, it's a bell. You heat up some bronze and you dump it in some sand and that's it. But Huell will be amazed, I'm sure.
Explain to us your connection with these bells, because the story just kind of keeps growing and getting better as we go along.
Well, I saw my first bell when I was growing up in Whittier when I was around 8 years old, and when I studied California history in grade school in the 4th grade, we went to a mission, and I saw the El Camino Real bells on the highway and in front of the San Gabriel mission, and I fell in love with them. There was a real passion, and I always wanted a bell for my backyard.
Wait a minute, you wanted a bell for your backyard?
I bet his neighbors were delighted.
Yeah.
It's 5 a.m. America, and I want to tell you I love bells.
Oh, the guy thinks Huell is speaking to him in code. I wanted a bell for my backyard. Wow, in the backyard of your house? No, listen to me. I wanted a bell for my backyard.
Do you not?
Do you want an owl in your barn? What? I want to buy a Mississippi handbag. I don't understand.
Huell, when you see a guy with the purple bandana hanging out of the right side of his Wrangler jeans, that means he wants a bell in his backyard.
Oh, well, we should make sure he has a yard. Oh, Huell.
Now, Huell, do you ring the bell, or do you one who listens and responds to the tone of the bell?
I like to do them at the same time. Well, you can't unless you have no bones in your body. Listen to what I'm saying.
Huell, I'm talking about raping you in the yard.
Jesus. What does a guy have to do to rape a public access host around here?
All right, well, Huell, speaking...
What do I have to do to rape you?
Inside the glory hole.
Now, when you're raping somebody, is that an act of violence or a sexual act?
Yeah. Well, the way I do it, Huell.
Now, you going to hold me down and put my face in the pillow?
This is a real prison rape that probably went on in Alcatraz Island.
Now, would Huell inappropriately think aloud while he was being raped?
Oh, no, yeah, I'm sure he would narrate. I'm experiencing what I could only describe as a searing pain.
Hold still, bitch.
Yeah.
Hold still.
It's amazing because the human body is really not made for certain things. You don't think about it.
I'm going to use vinegar and sand for lube.
This is nice.
Huell, you're never going to walk or, more importantly, talk again when I'm done with you.
Now, they're going to do something that says I'm going to be in a covered wagon. I don't know what that is, but there's a man approaching my teeth with a ball-peen hammer.
Huell, here's a gimp ball. You know what to do with it.
Yeah. I think I'm going to remember this day for months and months.
Huell, I'm going to load you up full of drugs, and you're going to be my sex slave for the next 9 months.
Well, this is certainly was not on my calendar for today. And then the next time you see Huell, he's just laying flat, and there's a guy above him. Adult male, Caucasian, 6'5", 320 pounds. Starting now. Base incision along the thorax.
Huell hovers over his own autopsy.
Look, I was full of guts. I seem to be in a cave of fire.
Dr. Bodden interviews Huell Howser in hell. Well, speaking of gay, this next clip. Well, we'll play it. We'll play it once, and I want you to think happy, straight thoughts. And then we'll play it again, and I want you to think gay thoughts. And I think it'll work both ways. Here's the happy, straight version.
Oh! Boy, you can feel the heat.
You can feel it. You can see it. It's bright. It's constantly moving and churning.
You know, I've seen pictures of this, but I've never been in up close to something like this. This is amazing.
This is the good part.
All right, here it comes. Well, I don't want to get too close to that.
Ass blast furnace.
Man.
We were supposed to be thinking straight thoughts that time.
I couldn't help it. I thought gay thoughts.
Hard not to after the raping we just heard.
All right, well, let's think super gay thoughts this time and hear it again.
Oh! Boy, you can feel the heat.
You can feel it. You can see it. It's bright. It's constantly moving and churning.
What happened to him?
You know, I've seen pictures of this.
In
but
Colt
I've
Roundup.
never been in up close to something like this. This is amazing.
This is the good part.
All right, here it comes. Well, I don't want to get too close to that.
Now, Huell, it'll heighten the experience if you do an anal popper right before I reach for the tongs and pull the bell out of the kiln.
Wow, I'm laying here with you, but my heart is going jogging.
Oh, that's a good place, Dan. Why not just go out on a high note? Dana Gould, you going to hang out for news, brother?
Yeah, then we'll, maybe We never did Huell and Paul. I was going to surprise you with a Charles Nelson Riley cameo in that.
Wow. All right. So when we come back, and by the way, this has
been a wonderful reenactment.
This is the equivalent to, in the X Games, the like 760 that the Hawk pulled off. This would be that in improv terms. This is Huell Howser talking to Charles Nelson Riley with Paul Lynde as well, right?
We are three guys, and we've gotten together, and we're going out on the town. That's right, Huell. It's a big weekend, right, Chuck?
We'll do that in the news next.
There is no end to the information that you have provided us today.
It's the Adam Carolla Show.